What's up, guys? Back for another video. This one, since we're approaching the end of 2023, I figured I would jump in with the gang and do my uh, top cards in my collection. I've seen some people do top 50s, top 100s. I think last year I did a top 20. Um, since I have a few more cards I want to show off, I figured I would just kind of stick with the theme of the channel and go for my top 34. Uh, the cutoff I had here, since I don't have a, crazy collection or anything, every one of these cards I estimated to be about $50 and up. Again, I'm only showing graded cards. There are some that I have off for grading currently that'll probably hit this list next year, but let's go ahead and get into it. Since I have 34, I won't talk about every single one of them. But this is... may need to adjust my camera angle here. This is 96 Collector's Choice Kobe. I've had this exact card since I was a kid, and got it graded somewhat recently. Came back at 9. Love this card. So that's my Kobe rookie. Next up, have the 86 Topps Jerry Rice. This one at 5.5. Thought it looked pretty good. Next up, this one's a recent pickup. This one is one of the toughest ones to comp, but I figured it had to be at least a little bit, considering the insanely low pop counts of these Venezuelas. And this is a rookie card of a, Hall of Very Good guy. So, have the Jimmy Wynn. Next up, I have my 72 Icy Bear Kareem. This is in a 1, as you can see from the surface on the front. But really happy to have this card regardless. Alright, next up, I estimated these next couple at about $60. This is my Sadaharu O that I recently showed off on the channel. It's in a CSG 4.5. Next up, you have, this one was also somewhat difficult to comp. This is 2014 Justin Tucker Camo. It's numbered out of 399. It's not a rookie, but I believe 2014 was his first year in Topps. So it does carry somewhat of a premium, which is why it's so expensive. Next up, we have the 62 Post Mickey Mantle. This one was on my list last year as well. There's going to be a few from last year that are still on, but not too many actually. Next up, we have one of my favorite cards. It's the 2002 Topps Chrome Dwight Freeney. When I was growing up and playing football in high school, this guy was who I tried to emulate. The spin move was kind of my go-to as a defensive end. So I've always loved Dwight Freeney, and this card is just stunning to look at. I catch myself looking at it all the time. Right, and after that, I have my recent pickup, 1971 Willie Mays, here in a 4. Great looking card. Not bad price either. Alright, now we get to a card that I don't believe I've ever shown off on the channel, but I've been buying some of these cards up raw. I'm more of an old school Star Wars fan, and this particular set I think is one of the, if not my favorite Star Wars set, period. This is 1977 Topps Yamakatsu, I think is how you pronounce it. And these are, some of them are normal size and some of them are large. I believe the larges are a little more rare, but they're cheap. They're cheap to get raw, especially. This one got an 8, so it kind of got the premium. I kind of estimated this around 70 or so. And then next up we have the 1970 Reggie Jackson in a 6. I made a video about this one a while back. It's one of, if not my favorite Reggie Jackson card, which from what I can tell isn't a very popular opinion. A lot of people like the 71 or his rookie card, or I think there's one in the late 70s when he's with the Yankees that a lot of people like. But this one, I don't know. The 1970 set is slept on, in my opinion. Next we have my 68 bench rookie. It's in a PSA 2. Just showed this one off recently. Don't need to go too much more in depth on this one. I believe we're at number 22 now, and that is going to be my Sammy Baugh rookie. This is his 48 Bowman in a 1, as you can see. Still very happy to have this card, though. Nice looking. Alright, next up, this one was also somewhat difficult to comp because of his, because of the qualifier here. 7s were selling above $300, but I didn't estimate it anywhere near that. And then there's just really not a lot of comps for this card anyway. So I estimated it at about 90 or so. Still great looking. Like, it got the miscut, but man, is this card sharp. Top to bottom centering is a million times easier to deal with than left to right. It kind of looks like this is how it was supposed to be. Alright, here at number 20, we have my 72 Topps Nolan Ryan here in a PSA 4. This one, its main thing is the left to right centering, as you can tell, but does not bother me in the slightest. Just stunning color on this thing. Alright, and from this point up, I estimated them at about $100. So this is my first $100 card, or at least in the ballpark. It's kind of difficult with this one, but it's a 68 Topps Mickey Mantle in a 1, and it shows every bit the reason why I got the 1. I went over this one last year on my top 20 video, so I won't go much more into it, but got that one on the list. Now we are in the top 18. So first up, here's a card I don't believe I've shown on the channel. Picked this up at a local card show. Matter of fact, I don't think I've shown much soccer at all. I believe this is the only soccer card on the list. I am a Manchester City fan, and now this guy doesn't play for them anymore, but he was a huge part of why they won the Champions League last year. And this is Ilkay Gundogan Black Color Blast here in a 10. I got this one for a pretty good price. I estimated this one at about 100 or so. Really cool looking card. Next up, this one was kind of difficult to comp as well. And this is my Topps Venezuela Dick Allen rookie card here in a 1. One day when he does make the Hall of Fame, I fully expect this card to absolutely skyrocket in value. I don't think I'll ever sell it, to be honest, because Venezuelas are just so hard to come by, and this one, this one looked good to me, so I plan on keeping it. Next up, here's a card. I believe this one ended last year in the top 5. It has shot down in value, but then again, it's also it's impossible to find comps because this is such a short printed card with this image variation. I comped it at about 100, but to be honest, that's kind of what some of his high numbered other autographs go for from this set, but that, with the normal image, so pretty difficult on this one. Next up, one of my favorite cards. Got the 1948 Leaf Bobby Lane here in a 2. This card was kind of the it was kind of a catalyst for me, honestly, as far as going down the vintage rabbit hole. This one was kind of a, it's one thing to pick up a $5 card, $10 card that kind of looks cool. This one, buying a raw vintage card for, I believe I got this a couple years ago for about 80 bucks or so. That was a big purchase for me. So that one, that card is very, very important to my collection. These next two, we got a couple of Yordan Alvarez autographs. You already knew that those were going to be here. So first up, we have his 2022 Logo Fractor. This is his green. It's numbered out of 99. And this is in a PSA 10. It looks fantastic in the light. One of my absolute favorite cards. I love this card. Love it, love it. And then the other one, you already knew. Still have his Topps Chrome Black rookie, numbered out of 150. Have that one still here. I don't think I'm ever going to get any of these Topps Chrome Black cards graded. I did a test run with a like one of the inserts, and after I got it graded, I kind of regretted it, so I ended up selling it. But these I think I'm gonna keep in the mags. Next up, we are now at number 12 in the rankings. This one I just showed off recently. This is my 51 Bowman Tom Landry in a 2. Won't go too much more into this one, but great looking card. Anyone who's watched my channel for a little while, y'all remember this from one of the first videos I made. There's my 54 Topps Teddy Ball game here in a 1.5, which is a great looking 1.5. As you can see, a couple of issues on the front, but other than that, man, this card is this card looks great. It's been a while since I've showed this one off. All right, next up we have the card that I got for $10. This is the 1960 rookie card of Carl Yastrzemski here in a 2.5. Had this one estimated at about 140 or so. Next up, this is going to be a large card. I've showed this one off somewhat recently, and this one's a very difficult to comp, but this is the 57 Ohio Gas Frank Robinson quote-unquote rookie, and it's just a large black and white picture. It has blank back. I estimated this at about 150. And real quick tidbit about this, I actually picked up his 1958 Cons Wiener card, and as you can see, it's the exact same photo. So, kind of cool there. Alright, next up, we have the 2 Walter Payton cards. I'll just show them off at the same time, why not? I estimated both of these at about 150-ish, somewhere in there. So we got the Pro Set autograph here, and then his rookie card in a 1. Still think it's one of the best looking ones ever. So have those. And then next up we have 1951 Topps rookie of Monty Irvin here in a 4. Alright, and now we're in the top 5. Anyone who's watched the channel, you probably won't be surprised with any of these except maybe one. Here at number 5, I have the recent pickup. It didn't cost me nearly what I actually estimated it at. You know, looking at others that have sold, I think I just got a really good price, and I don't think that's really what they're going for. I got this for, I think it was around 75-ish, but I've seen some sell for 155 to 160. So kind of difficult to tell, but I threw it up here at number 5. Now here was the biggest shocker to me on the entire list. When I got this card back from grading, it was not worth what it is now. But there's a couple of things that that make this card valuable, and I estimated this at $175, and that is the Bobby Dillon rookie from 1952 Bowman. I think the reason behind this being so expensive is 52 Bowman large in particular is probably the biggest vintage football set, most collected anyway, even above the 57s. And having this graded in a 3, it's a great looking 3 too. You know, he's a recent Hall of Famer. It's a rookie card, so it's got all those things going for it. And it's a hard card to come by too. These things do not grow on trees. Now we're to the top 3. Everyone, fans of the channel, knows this card, as I pulled it, opening a box Topps Chrome Black in 2022. I now estimate this one at about $255. It's gone down in value a bit, but all of Trout has, so. But I'm still happy to have it. At number 2, just missing out. I don't need to go into a long story on this one. Everyone knows this is one of, if not my favorite card in my entire collection. 54 Red Heart Musial in a 2. Just the color on it is just spectacular. Spectacular. And then number 1, as I've shown off somewhat recently, it is my 1941 Play Ball Jimmie Foxx here in a PSA 2. Colors on it look great. Couldn't be happier about it. So yeah, there's my my top 34 at the end of 2023. So we'll see how it continues to grow into 2024 and beyond. But until next time, guys, y'all take it easy.